The first date came about after these weeks of texting each other, and eventually Rebecca had to say to Gary, "Are you ever going to ask me out?" They arranged to meet at Clapham Junction and go for a few drinks. Rebecca was nervous. She did have fleeting thoughts of maybe she'd been catfished. Gary had not a nerve in his body, and so in Rebecca's words, he just kept talking all this usual rubbish all night. Gary told me he was astonished at how pretty and giggly and funny Rebecca was. Although he added, "Nikki, I've never met someone so unable to handle a single gin and tonic." They had their first kiss in a dingy bar off Clapham High Street, and it was amazing. It wasn't on the radar, but in 2020, when the world went to sleep, Gary decided to bubble with Rebecca and her parents, then eventually to Rebecca's flat with her. So A, they hadn't been together that long, and B, it's kind of hard to overlook each other's foibles when you're trapped with them in a 24/7 experience. And it was enlightening for both of them. But it's now July 2022, and we're at the Royal Academy in London to see Rebecca singing in her choir. A big event, right? So big a deal, Gary thought to himself, there is no better or grander place to propose. That wasn't until they get in the door and Rebecca's first words were, "God, would this no be the worst place ever to get proposed to?" So big. So, the ring remained firmly in the pocket that night, I'll tell you. But later on, when they went home, they sat on the little roof terrace at Rebecca's flat, just watching the stars come out. And after a while, Rebecca says, "Let's go on," and Gary says, No, not yet." And plan B kicked in right there, beneath the stars. Just the two of them. "Will you marry me?" Oh my goodness. Rebecca was just over the moon. And she jammed that ring in her wee finger nice and quick. And here we are.